completely locked in.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Brown against Barrett. Brown dishes to White. Pass to Porzingis. A fadeaway. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Derek White does a little bit of absolutely everything for this team, and what I love the most, his ability to pass it at a high level.
Now here's Booker. Onside, Barrett. Over Brown. Barrett, no good. Celtics trail by 4. Here's Pritchard.
Jaylen Brown has improved as a setup guy. That pass was on time and on target.
The Bulls have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. No scoring in this
one. Boy, Booker ain't hurt this year, huh?
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have a reverse in their arsenal.
Now here's Porzingis. Pass to Pritchard. Tatum, that's for 2. Offensive rebound.
He caught that backwards.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more.
They line.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Bulls. Pippen comes in for Booker. Then for the Celtics, Reed, he's checked in for Tatum. Kevin Huerter comes in for Derek White. And it's LeVert in for Pritchard.
Boy, if there's one big man who exemplifies the evolution of size in the NBA, it's KP. Kristaps Porzingis can stretch the floor. He can get out and run in transition. It's a combination you almost have to have.
Yeah, good job. You take it right at
Chicago shooting their first free throws here tonight.
At the line for Chicago, R.J. Barrett taking 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
You know, certainly we've seen R.J. Barrett productive as a scorer. I think the key for him moving forward is just be as efficient as possible.
Celtics making a switch here. Kate is checked in. And the second free throw, good. 59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Brown.
Oh, that's good, D.
Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown working in that mid-range area. This guy knows it's got to be a part of your game.
Pippen kicks to Barrett.
Ooh.
And Barrett slams it in.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Craig, a high riser, no doubt about it. Brown deciding where to go with it. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You get a look at the gritty, competitive fire. Jaylen Brown takes on the defense and draws the contact.
First free throw is good.
You have to admire the growth of Jaylen Brown. He comes in as an attacking athlete. He's now a better passer, and he absolutely is a knockdown three-point shooter.
Marcus Smart's checked in for the Bulls. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. And Brown drops them both. We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter. Barrett against Huerter. And he comes up with the deuce. Barrett's got 5 now.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And here is Tatum. From past the arc. That one's not going to go. And that concludes a back-and-forth high-scoring first quarter of play. Bulls lead by 1. And we'll get going after this from United Center.
Girl, get off my court. Let's go.
And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinals. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Bulls.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Pippen is out there with Marcus Smart. Then it's R.J. Barrett. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the 4th. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Well, R.J. Barrett comes with an aggressiveness and assertiveness. This guy wants to capitalize on the defender's mistake. Nice.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
I got it.
First one falls for him.
Well, one thing you love about R.J. Barrett is he is a scorer at heart. This guy will hunt shots. He's going to be aggressive. And when he gets on a roll, look out, guys.
He hits both from the stripe. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Inside, here's Reed. And Reed throws it down.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
And Claxton throws it down.
I mean, this guy is as good a vertical threat at the rim as there is. Great finish by Nick Claxton.
Smart against Howard. Outside Tatum. Shot from the top of the key. Rebounded by Smart. Chicago with the ball. Pass to Pippen. Here's the screen from the arc. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
On your feet, man. It's time for
Bruce Ellis is checked in for Chicago. Cameron Thomas comes in for Smart. Zinkas, he's checked in for the Celtics. Pritchard comes in for Drew Holiday. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Lavertis screen on Pippen. Here's Pritchard. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Back to Thomas. Out to the right wing. 5 to shoot. Here's Bruce Ellis. Again, Chicago. Celtics trail by 5. Now here's Levert. He has yet to score. Drills it from outside.
And I like the way they're using the entire court here in the second quarter. Their three-point percentage has gone through the roof.
Onside, Barrett. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Thomas got 5.
Well, the absolute response from 3 by Cam Thomas.
Pass to Pritchard. Right wing. Reed with it. Here's Pritchard. Thomas covering. Out left to the wing. Claxton with the steal. And here's the fast break. Barrett leading the way. Lays it up off the glass. Barrett's got the lead up to 7 now for Chicago.
R.J. Barrett's instincts make him dangerous in transition. Nicely done.
Pass to LeVert. Reed with a screen for LeVert. There's the 3. The rebound by Pippen. Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 14-5 run. He's looking for Claxton and finds him.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Now here's Porzingis. 7 points in the game. And so Boston again turning it over. Let's take this chance now to show you the list of the postseason scoring leaders. The 4th spot held by Jason Tatum.
And he's taken off on a tremendous scoring streak at the perfect time. I mean, obviously, he's established himself as a premier playoff performer.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Changes for Chicago. Walker Kessler comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Devin Booker in for Pippen. The Celtics also changing it up. Brown is checked in for Tatum. And Derek White subbed in for LeVert. Here's Chicago. They're on a 16-5 run. Pass to Thomas. Driving in. Porzingis with the block.
A swat by Porzingis, that wingspan, letting you know he's in the house.
Here's Brown. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
This is the strength we talk about when we reference Cam Thomas. It's hard to knock this guy off balance.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for Chicago, Cameron Thomas, shooting 1.
That free throw good from Thomas.
Well, for Cam Thomas, obviously, the whole conversation about why he's in the league is his scoring ability. And I think the next step for him, he's got to start to be able to play make for his teammates.
Brown, no good.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's stolen by Brown. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Here's White. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Devin Booker.
Just a little quick burst by Derek White. Too quick off the drive.
It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for White.
I think the thing that's most striking about Derek White, guys, he's capable of affecting games in so many ways. Yes, he can score it, excellent passer and a very versatile cross-positional defender, a guy who can contribute to a good team. Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
A nice shot by Booker.
Well, a guard has got to come with physical intensity on the interior, and Devin Booker does just that.
Brown the pass to Reed. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Reeves got 5 points so far. And so it's Chicago. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Jason, still a close one. What do you think happened there in the first half?
Feeling all right. We got to do a much better job defensively.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And get ready for the...
Hello, everyone. First game of the series.
They're doing a nice job of getting their feet wet in the paint. I like the aggression, powering it up and sending it down.
Checking out the circumstances. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And you are back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinals. Nice game. Great performance by R.J. Barrett.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And we're ready to get back into the action here in game one. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. On the court for the Celtics, the small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. The guards are Pritchard and White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 down low. On the wing, Brown. Barrett covering. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts up a deep 3. Gonzalez grabs the board.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Pass to Booker. Here's Buzelis. Shoots over White. The shot by Buzelis, no good. Now Tatum hasn't made one yet. Down low. Here's Brown. That's tipped.
R.J. Barrett has strength and length on the defensive end, and that makes that block an easy one.
Booker outside. Here's the 3. Booker with a 3. He is a knockdown shooter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Once again, Chicago.
Pritchard passes to Porzingis. Outside, White. Outside, Tatum. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You can see Jason Tatum not letting the pressure get to him, just calmly sinking the bucket.
The Celtics shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. He's off on the first.
What's impressive to me about Jason Tatum is how he attacks his weaknesses in the offseason. This guy is committed to greatness.
He hits the second from the line. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Here's Booker. 9 points in the game so far. Outside Barrett from downtown. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. They trail by 14. To Porzingis. Wants to get it to Brown and does. Over Barrett. Brown, no good.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Here's Buzelis. It's tipped. Booker looking around. It's stolen by Brown. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Bucket is good. Kessler's got 6 points.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Tatum, and it's blocked. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Barrett. And it's White with the rebound. Celtics trail by 16. Here's Tatum. Inside, Tatum.
Well, size and skill. Tatum on the interior. Yes, sir.
Chicago has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Chicago calls timeout.
All right, fans, it's dance camp time. Get ready to dance like everybody.
And the Bulls making a change here. Amu Kelishvili is checked in. Then for the Celtics, Kate is checked in. And it's Reed in for Jason Tatum. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Booker outside. Pass to Barrett. Shoots over Brown. And Barrett gets it to go. Barrett's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And here's Brown outside. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And here's Booker. 9 points in the game so far. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Well, that's what you call a tough 2, because if you're in the lane at deep hook size, you never know what could happen.
Here's Pritchard, defended by Booker. Pritchard passes to Brown. Reed with a screen on Barrett. And here's Brown outside, and the 3 ball is good. Brown's got 7 points.
Now, Jaylen Brown is now so legit from deep, boy. You better make sure you're contesting that 3 ball. That's how good he is.
Pass to Kessler. Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's Booker. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, free throw attempt numbers indicate just how difficult someone is to guard. Booker's certainly in the hard-to-check category.
Taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good.
Booker, not the guy you want to foul, gentlemen. This guy is one of the best from the stripe there is in the game.
Both free throws good from Booker.
Anytime Devin Booker is sent to the line, it's a win for his offense. He's pretty much automatic, and it's been that way since he entered the league.
Brown inside the line. A putback. And it's he nails the buzzer beater. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's Chicago up by 15. And we'll get going after this from United Center. And how about a look now at our assist to the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Thomas. He's out there with Pippen. Buzelis out there with Nicholas Claxton. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the 4 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Here's Buzelis. It's rebounded by Herter. Celtics trail by 15. Holiday to pass to Tatum. Misses from close range. And here's Thomas who brings it up for the Bulls. They led by as many as 18 points. He's on target from 8 feet out.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Outside Tatum. Oh, Tatum finds a way.
Well, Jason Tatum has worked hard to fill out his frame. It's not going to bother him that you're bringing a level of physicality.
Outside Thomas. A floater. And Tatum pulls it down. Celtics trail by 15. To the middle. Here's Reed. And the rejection by Claxton. Here's Buzelis. He's defended by Herter. Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Stolen by Holiday. They get a hand on it. Now, here's Pippen. To the paint. Outside for Thomas. Three-pointer. Rebound, Boston. LeVert the pass to Tatum. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. Tatum's got 4 this quarter.
You know, you have to like that he's still getting quality touches and delivering now after getting blanked in the first half.
The Bulls call timeout.
Yeah, he's shaken up a bit. No choice but to take a timeout and let him get some medical attention.
So Boston going with almost an entire new group. Porzingis is checked in for Reed. Jaylen Brown comes in for Kevin Herter. Derek White's checked in for Karis LeVert. And it's Pritchard in for Drew Holiday. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with the team. Now, he told his guys not to get comfortable. He said, so we've got a little breathing room. So what? That's no reason to slow down out there. He wants them to keep the effort up. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Outside Tatum. To Porzingis. Chicago grabs the miss. Buzelis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Booker. That one a little long. Celtics trail by 15. Here's Pritchard. Outside Tatum. Free throw line jump shot. And that one drops. Tatum's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, you love the way Tatum will take the mid-range if it opens up to him.
Thomas kicks to Booker. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Chicago.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
They've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Outside Tatum. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Just 5 to shoot. Brown, good.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
Buzelis with the ball. Pass to Kessler. Fires for 3. The Bulls with another miss. Boston's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down, and what will be a win here in game 1 of the series for the Bulls.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And it's really got to feel very good to be able to jump out confidently to a 1-0 lead in this series.
Absolutely. And I think their focus now has to be not on taking this win for granted. They should come out for game 2 with the same intensity and honestly maybe even more. You know they'll face a more focused team in the next one, so they may have to be just a little bit tougher.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Devin Booker.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical.